If you are a leader who thinks about expansion, you are an apostolic leader. Apostolic mindset, movemental mindset, it means we do things together. We preach the gospel, we make disciples, next, but we go back to the registration and see who needs to be strengthened in their souls through tribulations, through the mission of God, and then appoint them as the next generation of leaders.
Are you ready to level up your leadership? We all need to fill our cup before we can pour out to others. Let's clear out any blocks and clogs through this series and find our leadership flow.
Welcome to Victory Baliwag Leadership Flow, episode 48. Okay, na-miss ko kayo kasi last week I was in Cape Town, pero meron akong brand new. Hindi naman siya brand new. Kilala niyo na rin siya, ang ating future campus missionary, si Jai Rivera. Hi, Jai!
Hello po, Pastor Lloyd.
Excited to be here with you talking about leadership for the next generation. Excited ka ba? Can you just express your excitement naman?
Very excited kasi first time to, Pastor Lloyd, magiging part ng isang vlog. So, excited ako. And especially yung magiging discussion natin this afternoon. So, excited po ako sa topic natin.
Yep. And many have asked, Pastor, ba't ang tawag natin movement? And I think the point is we're always moving, no? And we hear the statement, apostolic leadership. Hindi pa parang weird yun? May mga apostle pa ba today? But we want to clarify what that means. Kasi pag sinabing apostolic leadership, hindi ibig sabihin nun kailangan ka sa apostolic team. It is a mindset. It is, and I hope we're gonna be able to clarify na meron kang, malay mo, ikaw na nakikinig na to, you're an apostolic leader, no? And so, we're gonna see how it is defined in Acts 14:21. Sabi doon, when they had preached the gospel to that city and had made many disciples, they returned to Lystra and to Iconium and to Antioch. And so, ito na yung mga apostles. So, ano ang ginagawa ng isang apostolic leader? Una, is the highlight of the word they. Okay? Yung apostle is not really just a person, but a community of people who does many things. So, mamaya we're gonna talk about it. So, this is a communal leadership. Pag sinabing apostolic, it's not really na may isang tao na sobrang tinitingala siya, but it is really a group of people having the same mindset. We're gonna define that in the next few moments. Pero siguro in the next generation, Jai, or even in your context, anong importance na ang leadership pala is something that is communal at hindi siya, just one person?
Opo, bali, parang very, refreshing idea. Because when we say na leader, parang titingnan natin minsan isang tao lang. Or parang siya lang yung may position to do that. Pero yun nga po, yung sinasabi dito, parang as sa amin din, sa ENC or sa mga campus missionary, we are also a team. Na hindi lang po, though mayroong tayong leader, pero hindi siya nag-move mag-isa.
Yeah.
Na we are moving together. Yun po.
That's awesome. Tsaka syempre nakaka-encourage yun sa mga students. Nakakaya mag-lead mag-isa, but
Yes,
but if we're doing this
yung,
together.
Natin yung term na better together, working together.
Yep. And so, anong ang ginagawa? Okay, we're doing this together. Apostolic leadership, no? Parang, wow, what a term, no? Ang sabi nga dun, ito daw yung mga leader na may apo na. Apostolic leader. But that's not it, no? Anong ginagawa nila? When okay, number one, they had preached the gospel to that city. Okay? So, an apostolic leader preaches the gospel to a certain city. Kaya, pag sinabing apostolic, it's really more than, it's not a position, it's an expansion. Okay? If you are a leader who thinks about expansion, you are an apostolic leader. Expanding in terms of the gospel, no? Parang lagi nating iniisip, where's the next campus? Who's the next disciple? Who's the next student leader? Where's the next church plant? No? Parang, and has something to do with preaching the gospel. Kasi mamaya, nag-expand tayo, pero wala naman palang kinalaman sa gospel. Hindi yun apostolic, no? And, so may dugtong na rin natin kasi may end. And had made many disciples. So, ibig sabihin, nag-ikot-ikot sila, pumunta sila sa city, where next, who's next. And they did not just preached the gospel, they also had made many disciples. So I think may 1-2 punch dyan. Dati, naririnig ko yun. Make disciples, leadership development. Pero I think yung word na leadership development, medyo it comes later on. Medyo connected yan sa discipleship. Ang totoong talagang 1-2 punch, ay just, preach the gospel, make disciples. Preach the gospel, make disciples. And it's not just really about the crowds, but the disciples. So, how does that apply to your context sa next generation? Na yun lang pala, kasimple ang apostolic mindset, no? Preach the gospel, make disciples, and hopefully that's what we have been doing for the last decade here sa Victory Baliwag and beyond. Can you share?
Yes po, what we're doing sa campus is we do campus outreaches po sa different campuses, like we have live classes, and para masalo po yun, we also conduct or perform small group discussions. So I think that's where pumapasok po yung discipleship, na hindi lang siya na malakihan na mag-share ng gospel, mag-preach sa kanila ng word ni Lord, but at the same time, yung merong small group setting na tinitingnan kung naintindihan ba talaga nila what the word really means, and kung sino ba talaga si Jesus in their life. So I think more than yun po, na parang one time lang, ang pinakamahalaga po is yung weekly follow up with them and meeting with the students. Yun po.
Kaya actually sa church, dito ko lang sa Victory natutunan yun na lahat ng ginagawa may registration. It's a culture, and it's not because culture lang siya, but because we do not intend to end everything we do with just the event, but that we will go back to the registration and follow up on the people that have attended. Preach the gospel, make disciples. And hindi lang yun, Siyempre, ang naisip talaga natin, Coach Jai, yung where next, what's next. So baka naman naiiwanan na natin, nahihilaw na yung mga tao. Pero ang galing kasi yung apostolic leader hindi rin mahihilaw kasi sabi dun sa verse, they returned. Okay, so nag-next sila, kunwari tayo Baliwag, pumunta tayong Bustos. We're still retracing our steps and say, okay, kamusta na ba yung mga leader dun sa Baliwag? Returned, and ang sabi doon ay they had many disciples, and naiba na yata yung verse, but basically merong isa pang verse dyan hindi siya naiba. You can go back to your text around Acts 14:21 to 23. Ang nakalagay doon, they went back to strengthen the souls of the disciples. So what does it mean to be an apostolic leader? It's communal. Number 2, it's all about preaching the gospel, making disciples. Tapos, yes, where next, who's next, what's next, but we go back and strengthen the souls of the disciples. So, I think that's very important, na hindi lang tayo next, but we go back and strengthen the souls of the disciples, for they are gonna face many tribulation. Yun yung sabi ng verse, hindi ko lang nailagay dito. But how is suffering, a source of strengthening for our student disciples? Kanina na pag-usapan natin yan. You can share about that.
Yeah, one thing po na I was reminded, parang without suffering or persecution, parang hindi tayo magiging passionate in sharing the word of God. Parang if you are very comfortable with what you are doing right now, parang asan yung weight ng, where's the need of preaching the gospel to the students or to the other people. Parang we tend to say na next time na lang siguro kasi lagi ko naman kasama yung classmates ko. Pero if you are thinking na hindi, baka last time ko na sila makasama, so there's sense of urgency to preach the gospel to these people na kahit mahirap, kahit mayroong rejection, pero yung heart mo to preach the gospel will always be there because na baka last time na to. Yun nga po yung sense of urgency for me.
So I think para sa amin na current generation, hindi na kami masyadong wala kaming problema in terms of tribulation. We really see problems, and that's the reason why our faith is strengthened. Kumbaga, kung hindi talaga na-strengthen yung faith namin, hindi na kami mag-stay dito, di ba? Pero ang concern yung mga student di ba? Parang, paano yun? Wala silang masyadong pinagdadaanan. Ang sagot, mission. We need to invite them to an exciting mission. Kasi pagka nakita nila yun, they're gonna see the suffering, they're gonna see the tribulation, and then therefore, their faith, their souls are gonna be strengthened. Kasi, yes, we preach the gospel, we make disciples, pero what's the point kung nawawala lang din naman sila? So, ang kailangan, bago pa yun next, dapat bago natin sila iwan, malakas na yung soul nila. And I don't think lalakas yung soul ng next generation leaders kung walang mission. Diba? So, it goes really hand in hand. Tapos, syempre, pag pinagdaanan na nilang lahat yan, eto matindi. Yung apostle, hindi lang siya ang leader. Kasi ang sabi doon, verse 23 na to, nagkamali lang ako. And when they had appointed elders for them in every church. So, ibig sabihin, they were next. They preached the gospel, make disciples, but they went back to strengthen the souls, invite them on a mission. Tapos nung nakita nila na strong na yung souls because of tribulations, nagpatuloy yung faith, they appointed them as leaders and elders in every church with prayer and fasting. They committed them to the Lord. You know, I realized at the end of the day, we can just only do so much with leadership development. At some point, pag nakita nyo ng malakas yung soul nila, i-appoint na natin to lead in wherever God is leading them. So you see, apostolic leadership is not about just, di ako yung leader, ako yung apostle. No, siya nga yung nag-give way for the next generation leaders to rise up. So ulit, ano yung apostolic leader? And I'll ask your last comment. So it's communal. What do we do together? Preach the gospel, make disciples, and then registration. Kasi babalikan mo registration. Kasi you go back, strengthen the souls of the disciples, making sure na hindi sila bibigay in the tribulation. Invite them on a mission so that kung wala man silang nakikitang problema ay makita nila yung warfare in the spirit. And when you see that, then even though they're young, we can appoint them as the next generation leaders. Final thoughts, Coach Jai, ang ganda nung first vlog natin. Excited ako sa upcoming pa.
Yun po sa mga estudyante, parang yung sa leadership development talaga. Kasi hindi 4 years lang sila mag-stay sa college or temporary lang. So yung idea lang talaga na leading with the idea of leaving, na they need to empower another student, another freshman students na may iwan dun sa campus na yun.
Yeah.
So very po talaga na yung need for empowering leaders. Saka yun nga po, di ba, sa one-to-one nga po natin, na parang one chapter ahead, pwede ka na mag-one-to-one din sa iba. So sabi nyo nga pa kanina, really casting the vision dun sa mga estudyante na we have a mission. So I think yun po talaga yung pinaka-importante, na maintindihan ng mga estudyante natin yung ginagawa natin.
Yeah. Apostolic mindset, movemental mindset, it means we do things together. We preach the gospel, we make disciples, next, but we go back to the registration and see who needs to be strengthened in their souls through tribulations, through the mission of God, and then appoint them as the next generation of leaders. Who's the next leader? Yan ang talagang apostolic mindset. I hope that's clear. So that's how we flow in our leadership. Thank you, Coach Jai.
Thank you, Pastor Lloyd.